Hello, fellow entertainers! My name is Constable Ken, and I am a murder mystery detective. At South African Murder Mysteries, we host interactive events where the guests get to play characters in the story, and entertainers just like you play detectives who guide them through. For our guests, we host events that are fun and different. And for actors, performers, entertainers, we have a platform that allows you to get paid for performing. Of course, being an entertainer isn't for everyone. So how do you know if being an entertainer is the right kind of work for you? Well, we asked a couple of our murder mystery detectives why they host South African Murder Mysteries. Why is it a good fit for them? If what they have to say resonates with you, then it's likely that this kind of work will be a good fit for you too.
Alright, so must I repeat the beginning part, but not the whole beginning? Or, I don't know. Oh, alright, yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Detective Ryan and I'm here to tell you about my experience.
Hello there. My name is Harry, aka Detective Dirty Harry.
Hi, my name's Peter. I'm an actor.
I actually observed my first show 6 months ago.
And I've been a murder mystery host for a year now.
I have been doing murder mysteries for 3 years now.
I work in film and theatre.
I've been an entertainer for about 20 years in stand-up comedy and improv comedy. I'm going to tell you what it was like for me.
I am a professional actor, so I'm always looking for work that involves performing. I'm also always looking for work that is fun and engaging and makes people happy. And this is exactly what we do at Murder Mysteries. We focus on giving people a good time. That is the first and foremost thing to get. Your main purpose of these shows is to make people laugh and to make people have a good time. And there's nothing like coming out of a show knowing that you have made people laugh, and people come up to you at the end and they say, wow, that was fantastic, you were so funny, you were great. And that kind of work is just really rewarding. And at the end of the day as well, I'm getting a decent paycheck.
This particular product has the ability to transform ordinary people into something extraordinary. I've seen a lot of things in my 20 years, but I've never seen something quite as potent as these murder mystery shows. The big thing in corporate entertainment and in sort of improv activities is that people don't like to come out of their shell. Well, this product will prove that whole theory wrong.
The thing we do is, this murder mystery thing we do is actually a really great trick for the audience, because it seems like this really elaborate plan, lots of information going left, right, center. You know, there are all these bits of details that come into play. But actually what we do is very, very simple. And after hosting one show, you are able to do them by yourself, anywhere, anytime, with any amount of people, with any of the themes or stories. So it makes for a fantastic work environment, because you never quite get thrown in the deep end, whilst at the same time you put yourself in places that are fantastic, because you're challenged constantly.
I've got some friends in the South African Murder Mysteries. They're part-time actors, so this is an awesome opportunity for them to bring in extra cash, but it keeps their performance wheels turning. If you're an entertainer and a performer and you haven't worked for weeks or months, it's just not good for your whole performance kind of nuts and bolts. Doing the occasional murder mystery gig is so good for you to be out there, to be dramatic and theatrical and talking to an audience and just doing what you do, which is entertaining people. This is that wonderful opportunity.
And as a performer, it's a fantastic exercise, because every show is different. You get different people, you get different types of jokes that land, different types of things that people respond to. Really good practice, I found, is hosting murder mysteries.
My goal is to develop my acting craft, and the murder mysteries really help me do that. For example, one thing is how an audience reacts, understanding beats and understanding what it means to take a pause or silence or emphasis or energy. And the nice thing about the murder mysteries is, because you so often, in fact all the time, whenever you do a murder mystery, you're interacting with the audience. The audience is right there and you see immediately how they are. You learn what works and what doesn't work. And that learning process only happens through experience. It only happens through doing it many times. And with the murder mysteries, you get to do that many times. So the wonderful thing about the murder mysteries is so frequently you get to do a performance, and you do it in front of an audience, right there with the audience, and you feel how to work with an audience. And in theatre and film, you're not talking to the audience necessarily, but what you're saying is still being watched by an audience.
My improv skills have gone from 0 to 100 because you are directly involved with an audience. And that is the nature of the show. You are not on stage behind a fourth wall. You are looking people in the face, learning their names, and they're calling you by your name. So you get a really good sense of how to affect an audience to have a good time. And that is just a fantastic lesson to learn as an actor.
I listened to a podcast, it's an American podcast where this lady helps actors, and she said that a big thing with actors today is that they develop their craft and they work really hard on their craft. But the thing is, craft is the one side of the acting industry, the other side is the business side. As an actor, you work with both sides because you work for yourself. And the nice thing with the murder mysteries is you start to see the business side of entertainment.
You get to learn what it takes to run an entire company, really, the various aspects, the marketing, the sales, the delivering the product, the processes, the operations.
You're not just an actor, you're not just an artist and you create. You're creating in a business environment.
What you'll get from this is to be part of a fantastic format, an event product. It's a well-oiled machine, and you get to see how that sort of thing functions.
The wonderful thing about the murder mysteries is you start to learn how entertainment is a product, and you learn the dynamics of that product. And understanding that is a really helpful thing, because I think a lot of the time actors or artists just go, let me create this, and that's great. And in another paradigm, you've got to go, let me create this, but will it work? And do I expect it to work? Do I expect it to make money? Understanding the business side of acting is very important.
So in the spirit of being open and in the spirit of being honest about the work we do, obviously this is work, and sometimes it's not all play. The work we do means that you travel a lot, which is nice for some people and some people dislike. Personally, I like traveling all over Gauteng and finding new and interesting places. So that can be exciting. It can also be a little bit stressful, and sitting in traffic can sometimes not be so much fun. Oh, so sometimes shows do get a little bit out of hand. There is often alcohol involved at the venues. It is a reality of our line of work that people are expecting to have a good time, so often people will have a drink. So you do have to take into account that sometimes you're going to have to deal with that. There is also a lot of carrying involved of bags and props. As part of the murder mystery, we want to sell an experience. So every time we go to a show, we take a ton of stuff. There's wigs, there is jackets, there's pants, there's chains, we've got it all. We've got makeup, it's endless. Getting that stuff in and out of the car can be a bit of a drag. So there is a lot of carrying and cleaning up involved. So it's important that you know these things. There is very much a sense of performance in all aspects of this job. In the setting up, in the chatting to the people, and in the hosting of the shows. There's a nature of creativity that runs deep in the company.
The other awesome thing is that you get to hang around with like-minded individuals.
The relationship between the hosts as well is fantastic. We're all really good friends. We're all in similar industries. And these connections, again, are just fantastic to have. People that are in the kind of world we're in.
You're going to have a good laugh, you're going to have good fun with other like-minded individuals, and occasionally we do get to hang out together, we get to brainstorm, and we just get to share ideas.
The people that work for and at the murder mystery offices are also a lovely bunch. Everyone is really welcoming and friendly and supportive. I've never felt overwhelmed once I learned how to do the show. You never quite feel like you are alone, even though you do a lot of the shows by yourself. You never feel like you are without someone who can back you up. And that, coupled with the support, makes for a fantastic artistic and performance experience.
Then of course, you do these events for quite big corporate clients. I've done a couple already for some of the big banks. For First National Banks was one of my first ones. So you get to put that on your CV that you've done events for various corporations.
And I think just the nature of the work as well makes, for a fantastic work environment. You end up just being in a good mood all the time because you're making people laugh. And there's nothing quite like the feeling of making people laugh. Another really good thing is that the money is good. We get a very decent paycheck at the end of the month. It's been one of the reasons why I've been able to remain an actor. If you are an actor or a training actor or someone who's looking at coming into the industry, you will know or you will find out that it's very difficult. And work can sometimes come in abundance and then there is none for 2 months. And knowing that I am employed by South African Murder Mysteries is really alleviating as an artist to know that I've always got some form of income.
I've got bills to pay, I've got kids, and I've always had a day job. So I've done the entertainment on the side. So the reason that I really enjoy working for South African Murder Mysteries is, firstly, every gig I do is there's a fee, and so it does bring in extra cash, which is brilliant.
One of the great things about South African Murder Mysteries is that the times work for you. You often will get a message from the office saying, hey, there is this booking in 2 weeks' time on the weekend at this time, very specific times we always get, are you available? And then you have the conversation with people at the office about whether or not you're available. If I'm unavailable, I'm still going to get asked for another job in 2 weeks' time or in the next week. The same thing goes for all the other hosts. The work is spread evenly amongst us, so we all are given the right amount of job offers and the right amount of gigs for our schedule. So there's very much a two-way street relationship with your times and your availability, and it's very flexible, which is just a fantastic thing for your work environment. If you have any kind of interest in performing, in making people laugh, in being a person in front of other people, this job is for you. You will find that this is a very rewarding job and you get such good practice as performers, as a performer.
So to mention that again, yes, it brings in bucks. Yes, it gets you exposure doing corporate gigs. Then you'll get to network with like-minded individuals. Yes, you'll find out and get exposure to how an awesome product and an event format product works.
And as an actor / theatre maker, these are skills that we use on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. So my name is Detective Dirty Harry, and I'll see you next crime.
Right, so now you've heard from our detectives. Next thing to do, go and watch a few event videos on our website so that you can see what they've been talking about. You can see what actually happens at the show. And then, if you believe that this will be a good fit for you, then send us a little video, short video, telling us about yourself. Tell us why you think it'll be a good fit, because we want to get to know you. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can just use your cell phone, take a little video at your house, and you can WhatsApp that to us so that we can get to know you. What number should you use for the WhatsApp? If you're a good detective, you'll figure it out. See you soon, detectives.